I'm a normal person just like every other person watching this video. The only difference is I've been able to use positivity as something to just better my life overall. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the things that is derived from positivity but that actually affects your life a ton. And that thing is positive frequencies. How do positive frequencies work? There's this thing called frequencies. I'll dumb it down to the most lowest level so that you can understand it. Then I'll just go up and up and up to the levels so that you can understand it gradually. So, in the beginning, what are frequencies? Frequencies are basically these things that are around you, these waves that are always around you that tell other people the kind of emotional state you're in. And if you are in a positive state, those frequencies are going to be around you all the time, and people are going to be attracted to those waves. And if you're in a negative state, vice versa. Those negative waves are always going to be around you, and people are going to be like detached from you. They don't want to come near you. They feel like you have this negative air around you. They feel it. They're able to sense it. That's why whenever you hear that quiet kid in class or that person in the party who's always standing at the very back, who doesn't want to socialize whatsoever, you realize that nobody wants to talk to him. Not just because he's a bad person or something like that. It's really not related to that. It's simply because he's emitting those negative frequencies, and people don't like those frequencies. They don't actually appreciate them. They feel uncomfortable around them, so they just move away from him. However, the person who's always talkative, who's always happy, who's always laughing, who's always doing things like that, people are attracted to those type of waves. They're attracted to those positive waves, so they're always talking to that type of person. Those are the positive frequencies. Now, how do they affect your life like a ton? And this is where positivity plays a really, really good role. When you use positive frequencies, there's a thing called the law of attraction. And it basically states, like, if I dumb it down to the most basic level, it basically states that the emotional state you're in attracts or pushes away opportunities that you get in life. For example, if you're always positive, you're going to attract more positive things. And if you're always negative, you're going to attract more negative things. It's just like you in a video game. You know, when you play a video game and you get a win in that video game, you always attract more wins. Like if you destroy your opponent, you get that confidence boost, and now you can attract a ton of wins that are way more. But when you lose a game, you lose way more games. You've realized that what doesn't matter what the hell was that stutter? It doesn't matter which game you're playing. When you get a win, you keep winning more, and when you get a loss, you keep losing more. That's how the game works. And that's how real life works the exact same way. That's how real life works too. Why am I ruining all my grammar? That's how real life works too. Whenever you're putting yourself in a more positive state, you're going to attract more positive things. And whenever you're putting yourself in a more negative state, you're going to attract more negative things. So, this follows that when you're emitting positive frequencies, you're going to attract more positive things through to your life. So your life is just immediately going to get better. So that basically means positive waves or positive frequencies directly correlate to increased life or increased quality of life. Because whenever you think more positive, you get your quality of life just increases. So then you realize the power of positive frequencies and the power of positivity in this part. This is just only the thing I'm talking about in this video. If you've watched any of my other videos, you realize that it's actually positivity actually attacks a ton of areas in life. And when you use it the right way, you're able to overcome a ton of things, and you're just able to achieve happiness throughout your entire day and your entire life. But this one was really important. I thought I'd just talk about it alone because, holy crap, do you realize the importance of this? Someone who's negative might just be ruining his entire life, might be doing bad at his job, might not have been able to close the business deals that he's wanted to close simply because he's in a negative state. But imagine if that person was in a positive state. Then he would have been able to get those sales, he would have come back home happy, he would have sat with his family happy, he would have been able to work the job that he wanted happily, and he would have always done better. So your emotional state actually does affect your quality of life. So when someone tells you it doesn't matter what emotional state you're in, you just stay hard and stay consistent with what you're doing, it doesn't matter how you feel, I just feel like that's stupid. Because it does matter how you feel. Not because I'm saying it from a perspective like a furry and I'm acting like a gay person, but I'm really being serious here. Your emotional state actually impacts what you're doing. You can be successful doing anything in your life. You can choose this business model or this business model, and you'll become successful in either one if you just stay consistent. But if you choose a business model that you actually love, you'll do it because you love it, not because you want to get the results. And that'll just make the results come faster. That'll make the results become better. It'll just increase everything. So putting yourself in a more positive state of mind and actually enjoying what you're doing doesn't only make the journey fun, it also makes the journey better and makes the results more rewarding. And if you really want to take these positive frequencies and this positivity as a whole seriously, I have a community called Social Media of Positivity. And if you've watched basically to the end of my video, then I believe it will be perfect for someone like you. Because nobody really, or not nobody, but like so little people throughout the entire world actually take positivity seriously and actually take emotional states, positive frequency seriously. Like, imagine if you just went up to your father and told him, yeah, positive frequency, stay positive, then like if I told my dad that, he'll just laugh it off and he'll tell me, what the hell are you talking about? And he'll just ignore it. But you didn't do that. You didn't look at this video and just ignore it. You looked at this video and you're actually listening. And the proof of that is that you're at the end of the video. So I know that you actually care. I know that you're actually taking this thing seriously. That's why I believe a community like mine would be perfect for someone like you. The link for it is in the description of this video as well as in my bio. I'll be waiting for you in there. Again, a community doesn't start from nothing. It starts from one person. You don't build a house with nothing. You build the house with the first pillar, then the second pillar, then you build on that. And that's exactly how a community grows. So are you gonna be that brick, that first pillar to this community? If you are, I'm going to waiting for you inside the community. Always remember to stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video.